third idea has to do with the world that we're living in. And the world we're living in is one where people just don't trust as much as they used to. Maybe business is the enemy, maybe politics is the enemy, right? The percentage of millionaires in Congress, 50%, that doesn't mirror what we see, right? And you saw this in the recent election, this upswell of people being angry. And a lot of times they didn't know what they were angry about or who they were angry at. They were just angry, right? Now, maybe marketing is to blame, right? Here's a great title of a book, Toxic Sludge is Good for You. Lies and Damn Lies from the Public Relations Industry. This is what people think that marketing and communications does to the world. And on some level, it's understandable. I mean, we've had a long history of doing this. Right? I mean, the heritage of marketing's sort of gone in a negative direction. We've done these sorts of things that none of us today would be very proud of. You know, here's a blind taste test, and at the bottom in small print it says, not based on a fact. I think 50% of marketing should have that disclaimer as a requirement. Here's another one. This is not an ad. It's a reminder to buy someone close to you a PSP for Christmas. So it's not an ad, but it is an ad, right? But as long as we tell you it's not an ad, it's okay. Here's another great series from Diamond Jeweler, talking about all the ways that diamonds can change your life. And here's one of my favorites, Levi's campaign, saying, hotness comes in all shapes and sizes, as long as your butt is that shape and size. Because that is the size it has to be in order for it to be hot, according to Levi's. And they've got lots of billboards talking about the same thing. I mean, we see this stuff every day, don't we? I hate to break it to you guys, but there is no Cocoa Krispy plant. How can this product be all natural? We ask for unreasonable things. We do it over and over and over again, and what it causes is stuff like this. Now, I don't know about you, but if I was using hemorrhoid cream, I probably wouldn't like it on Facebook to publish to my entire news feed that I am currently using this product. Now, thankfully, this was not actually done by Preparation H. This was some other random person who created this page. But the point is still the same, which is we come to expect this sort of crazy stuff, right? Because we see it all the time. This was our reaction. This was one person's reaction. Maybe if we just had better buttons, we would at least have a way of reacting to this stuff. People are not stupid, even though we think they might be. Right? Those are not donut seeds, they're Cheerios. And by the way, naive is Evian spelled backwards. How many people knew that? Right? So conspiracy theory? Probably. Now, there's a real effect to all of this, right? I mean, they're funny examples, but the real hard effect is that trust is declining across the board. In government, in media, in organizations, and yes, this affects you too. This is not just trust in Enron is going down and trust in arts is just the same. This affects everyone. So it's the third reality check, and I call it the modern believability crisis. And the modern believability crisis affects every industry. This is the landscape that we are all up against because we are all trying to reach the same people, the people who are seeing the hotness comes in every shape and size. That's everybody's audience. So the really big question, and this is what I want to try and focus the rest of my talk today on, is how do we rethink the way we promote the arts to create more passionate supporters, more enthusiastic audiences, and generous funders and donors? Because if we could do that, then we could go up against the modern believability crisis. Then we could succeed. And we could succeed by being who we are instead of trying to emulate business processes and practices that work somewhere else.